Hey, hey, how's it going? Gonna do a wee wrap up for July, which will be short because I read only 2 books. And one of them I read on the 31st of July, start to finish. We'll start with that, will we? Alfred Hitchcock, The Three Investigators. This is one of my holiday hauls from Cornwall. Let me just mute my phone a second. We're down in Cornwall for 10 days and I went into Wadebridge Bookshop and they had 5 or 6 of these in the used section. When I was a kid, primary school, primary 5, 6, so age 8 or 9, I was obsessed with these. I used to get them out of the library and devour them. And I remember waiting impatiently for interlibrary loans when I couldn't get them. Loved these books. So when I saw them, first of all when I saw the cover, I just got overwhelmed with a feeling of nostalgia. It was like, whoa. And we loved them so much that we actually formed our own club. Me and 2 pals, 3 investigators, we investigate anything. And we had a great summer one year, sitting in my dad's shed in the garden, making up these little cards and pretending that we were the 3 investigators and that we had mysteries to solve. And we drank lots of lemonade and ate lots of biscuits in the shed. So I read this on the last day of July. I wasn't feeling well. It seemed like a fun thing to do, and it really was. Just the nostalgia. All the characters, the names of the gates that they used to get out of their headquarters. Tunnel 2, Redgate Rover, Conrad and Hans, the yard workers, Uncle Titus, Aunt Matilda. All these characters' names came back to me and unlocked these memories. The fact that Jupiter Jones had won a contest which allowed him to use a limousine and a driver. Yeah, just little things. And it was a fun read, so that was one of my July books. The main one though was The Mad Ship, Robin Hobb. I'm reading a Realm of the Elderlings book a month at the moment until I get through all of them. And I have read The Farseer and The Live Ships before. This is the second of the live ships. It's a chunker, 900 pages. I took it on holiday and it was a perfect holiday book. And what can I say about it? Yeah, one of the interesting things I found was that because I'm reading it alongside a Russian history book, People's Tragedy, which talks about the Russian Revolution, I was struck by the similarities between Bingtown and revolutionary Petrograd. And the satrap, who is the king character in this series, reminded me very much of Tsar Nicholas II. And just the fact that Bingtown felt like it was on the verge of revolution. You know, I saw a lot of parallels. The way that Tsar Nicholas was a bit of a petty tyrant and he was being manipulated by those around him. The boyars, or the nobility, it was just quite uncanny, and the same thing was going on with satrap Cosgo, who's the king, or the king of Jamalia, which is the main city in the book, which overrules Bingtown, which is where the main characters are from. So yeah, it was fascinating, and it has me wondering whether Robin Hobb has read any Russian history. That's how stark the similarities seem to me. So if you're watching this, Robin Hobb, was the Russian Revolution an inspiration for the live ship traders? Let me know in the comments. So that was my July. Not a great number of books, but I'm not about numbers of books. I'm about enjoying books and having fun with them and learning from them, obviously, with big chunkers like this, which is fun and educational. So yeah, that's me, that's my haul. I hope you enjoyed this wee video. Let me know what you've read. I'm sure I've seen some of your hauls, some of your wrap-ups. I'd love to know what your favourite book was during July. Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. See you later.